Hi, it's Milton Kane, Christian Democratic Party candidate for the federal seat of Newcastle. I'm here at Collaroy at the Conference Centre. We are today listening to various matters being presented to our party. Today we heard from Peter Martin about coal seam gas. One of the things that we found out about coal seam gas that many of us were well and truly aware of, that the extraction method of coal seam gas is not safe. One of the things that is a serious problem, a serious concern, is the integrity of sealing the pipe on the outside as it goes down through the various layers of soil. We were told about how the pipe can go straight down for quite some significant distance, could be even 1 kilometre deep, and then it may go along parallel to the surface for some distance as well. And in this whole area there needs to be a sealing of the outside of the pipe so that the hole created will not have the gas just come out through the surface. He told us about the fact that there are many places in the United States where he's worked, many places in other parts of the world, including Australia, where there is clear evidence of this gas escaping. His conclusion is the current method of extraction is unsafe. This is the position that we, the CDP, take. We are gravely concerned about the implications. We were also told, in regard to greenhouse gases, that this particular gas, which is a methane gas product, dirty as it howbeit may be, it is certainly a methane-based gas, is an extremely far worse greenhouse gas than that of carbon dioxide that so many people get concerned about. Now, having said all of this, one of the fundamental things that we need to remember, we simply say, if we're going to extract coal seam gas, what we need to do it safely. The jury is no longer out. The jury is in. It is not safe. That's the story. It is up to the mining companies to prove that it's safe. It needs to be verified that it is safe. That verification cannot be taken by the mining companies. It must be done by others. The other interesting thing that we saw a graph of the effectiveness of the gas coming from the mine. It spoke about how that during the initial stage, once the gas starts flowing, there's a huge abundance of gas. But because it's not really under massively high pressure, what happens is it falls away very quickly. Where there may be an estimate that there could be gas in the particular area for some period of time, that may well come away very quickly, may fall away from its peak very quickly, and in fact produce low levels of gas. And so these gas wells would be then sold off to other more local industries to deal with. And they become unviable quite quickly. And then if these particular wells are on a farm or some other location, what actually that means is that the place is tied up with gas wells where there was an anticipated production, and yet that amount of production is not going to occur, and so the royalties so-called become very low, and therefore it becomes not very viable. The land itself is now no longer capable of being able to be used in the manner it was used before because of the wells. We were shown a grid of a number of wells from different sites, and when you look at it, you actually find that they are quite extensive, and then the roads connecting between them. The impression given to us before this particular event showed us the fact that the impression that we were given was that they are not very intrusive, and yet it seems that they are extremely intrusive and can make it very difficult for farming to occur. Not only that, when they are done in the scrub, particularly amongst high-grade forests, we find that it's very badly damaged. It also isolates because of the roads that are needed and all the other infrastructure that's needed there. It makes it very difficult for the animals to enjoy the habitat which is theirs, which has been intruded by this coal seam gas. It seems to me to be a serious problem. There is a failure rate, that is, the wells failing to prevent any problem. There is a failure rate, and it gets worse as time goes on. The failure rate begins at a 5% level. Now, 5% may not seem very much, but it would not be unusual, apparently, to have around about 50 to 100 wells in any given site. And if that be the case, that would mean if it was on a property, perhaps on a property that somebody would own, there could be 100 wells there. And that would mean within the first 12 months there would be at least one well failing. Sorry, it would be 5 wells, being a 5%, sorry. It would be a 5% of the 5 of the wells would fail in the first 12 months. And this gets worse and worse to a level over 5 to 6 years, coming up around about the 20-25% failure rate. That is, the seals on the well not working, so the gas escapes. Either gas escapes through the surface, or it will escape up beside the pipe, so therefore it is not trapped in the process. It seems to be very, very bad indeed. Because the pressure is so low, at times what they do is they force water down into the area to create pressure. Now, this particular method also makes it higher the risk of having gas blowouts. So it seems to me that obviously there's a long way short of being safe. This is something that we as a CDP will demand that the CSIRO effectively take charge of approving a method of doing this, if in fact we can do it. But if it cannot be done safely, it shall not be done at all, as far as we at the Christian Democratic Party are concerned. We have grave reservations about the success of this particular program. We suggest stop coal seam gas exploration, stop extracting coal seam gas until it is proven to be absolutely safe. And even when the well is no longer needed, we have to make sure that it is safe. We heard reports about the bubbling in the Condamine River, a bubbling which has only started to happen since there has been coal seam gas extraction wells in the area. This seems to me to be the basis of a serious problem. We need to stop this before we do insurmountable damage. We do not know the extent of the damage. We do not know how much problems it will cause in the Artesian Basin. We do not know how it is possible to clean up a major spill if it does occur. We do not know how dangerous this is. We must stop. We should not do things which are dangerous. Thank you.